Welcome back to Sexy Fit Love with me, JFO. So today I usually like to bring, I usually post Tuesdays and Thursdays, but lately because I'm moving, it's kind of just like I'm trying to get 2 videos out a week and I'm trying to like hold myself to that commitment. So when you're watching this, I don't know if it's Thursday, but I like to usually bring a technique video every single week. And this week I want to do a self-concept deep dive. Okay, now I want to share this quote that I read in Neville's book. Let me read it to you. Take your attention away from that which seems so real to you and rise in consciousness to that which you desire to be. Your conviction of yourself, your opinion of yourself will determine your expression in life. So what I want to talk to you today is that I would say most law of assumption coaches are coming on here and being like, I am so good at this and I'm going to tell you what I do and I manifest everything perfectly and everything's perfect. And I'm never going to do that. I am here in the trenches with you trying to figure this out. Most recently, I actually, in my God time, because, I like to bring a lot of my walk with Jesus and my walk with God in this channel, because I don't believe it's just about conscious creation. I believe that we are in a paradox. And so I truly believe that, yes, we are God and we are like conscious creators and we can manifest things, but I also believe that we're human as well and we're playing a character and it's gnarly and it's hard and we're doing it all in a fallen world and it's scary and intense sometimes, and sometimes we just need to surrender and let our light team, our higher self, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, come in and support the journey. And so some of the ways that I'm healing a lot of trauma and blocks that I have around me and how worthy I am and how awesome I am, especially in certain areas of manifesting, like money and romance and feeling like I'm enough, right? When it comes to that, I believe that we can absolutely call on a higher power to heal in the healing journey. And I think it's important to do that. And so every time in my God time in the mornings, I just cry out to God and I allow that space to be the moment that I surrender. And it was kind of similar to what I was talking about in my video this week, my other video this week on the fear of God and how sometimes the ego needs a little bit of a slap in the face so that we can put the ego to rest and we can really surrender into that heart space, right? But I think that every single thing you are trying to manifest right now is very much linked to your self-concept. And I'm going to be doing a huge self-concept deep dive in the next 6 to 8 weeks. And here's why. One of the reasons is because I'm moving. So I'm moving from Texas to New Jersey. I'm going to be starting a whole new chapter, a whole new life. I'm moving back home to be closer to family. And because of that, it's like a whole fresh start for me, right? But also we're about to approach 2025. We're about to approach a whole new year. And on my other channel, Destiny Vibes with JFO, please follow there. I talk about the hero's journey roadmap and the sky and the day you were born. This is very different than popular astrology. You have the power. There is no power outside of you, but we can use this really fun tool to understand our hero's journey mission in this lifetime. So on my other channel, I talked about how we are about to go into a retrograde season. And also we're also about to go into a whole new destiny theme collectively in January in the theme of Pisces. And ironically, Neville was a Pisces and his comfort zone was Pisces. So he was actually learning Virgo. He was learning how to take imagination, pure imagination, the themes of Pisces, the dreamer, imagination, right? Transcending out of the soul, right? That was Neville's total genius, okay? And he was learning how to go from Pisces to Virgo, which meant he was trying to learn how to take that imagination, put it into reality, right? And that's exactly what he taught, okay? So don't knock the hero's journey roadmap, very different than popular astrology, and we're about to go into the opposite of that theme. So we're gonna have reality be our comfort zone, and a lot of that I think has to do with kind of this great awakening where we're all awakening out of the simulation to learn that we do control it, right? And so much more. But we are going to be going into a theme of Pisces where imagination is going to be our destiny, right? And so because all this newness is happening, but most importantly for me, Sagittarius, this retrograde season we're about to go into with Sagittarius, for me, it's going to be in the areas of self, in my self house. And so I know that it is time for, I'm feeling the call to do a strong deep dive into self and what I believe about myself. Because even though I can say I am amazing and I am adored and I am great, I can say that all day long. But when I look back, I'm about to be 44. When I look back on my 44 years of life, I've been through a lot of experiences in the themes of romance and money and jobs and my business and all these different categories of my life where I just haven't felt like I've been enough. I've felt that I failed in a lot of ways. And, sometimes I go to bed at night and I am spinning in those thoughts of I'm not enough and I messed up and I failed and I can't get my manifestation, right? And I'm sure you can relate. So in the next 6 to 8 weeks, I am going to be really doing a huge deep dive. I'm going to be first starting with really brain dumping. What are the thoughts? What am I thinking? What am I judging about myself, right? And then I'm going to bring it to God in my God time or my light team, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm going to bring it to my light team in the mornings and say, guide me with this, right? Guide me on how to heal this and allow guidance, right? But also I'm going to start really finding people in my world that do have the proper worthiness and the proper self-concept. And I'm going to try to start mimicking that energy and acting as if, right? Acting as if I am me in the future. And another thing that I talked about recently is using AI. So I will definitely be using AI to say, okay, AI, here's where I'm struggling. How do I rewire this? And last but not least, I just want to share that I'm going to be looking into past life regression therapy. I'm going to be looking into hypnotherapy. I'm going to be doing a lot of tapping, EFT, emotional freedom technique tapping. I may even look into, ways I could do potential robotic affirming where I put it into more of a meditational audio that I listen to. So I'm going to be doing massive work on my self-concept. And I will definitely be sharing what I do and what's working for me. But I want to know in the comments below, where do you struggle when it comes to self-concept? Because I think this is the biggest thing that we need to work on because it links to every single manifestation that we're doing. So let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do videos on, and I'll catch you in my next video.